Hello, guys. I'm back at it again with another movie review. I am going to be doing The Party today. It is the synopsis of this movie is Janet hosts an intimate gathering of friends in her London home to celebrate her political ascension, and her acerbic best friend and others arrive, some with dramatic news to share. An announcement by Janet's husband provokes a series of revelations. As the sophisticated soiree starts to unravel, a night that began with champagne ends with arguments, shouting, and a pointed gun. Which the funny thing is that pointed gun part is honestly what made this movie likes me pissed in my coffee, to be honest. It was not a bad movie. But so the movie starts off with Janet, the main character, sitting in front of the doorway with a pointed gun. You know, and you're like, okay, well that escalated quickly. So as the party's going along and stuff like that. But before I get there, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's a couple things I did like about this movie. I thought the characters were pretty freaking funny. Like, this is kind of a dark comedy. It's kind of in the same vein as like Death of Stalin, but not nearly as funny. But um, I would say it's kind of in that vein. It's kind of a dark comedy. I think there's a couple parts by some of the characters that are just absolutely hilarious. Um, but the issue I have is this movie. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of action. And there's a lot of interesting characters. But in the end, that pointed gun at the beginning really doesn't explain a lot. To spoiler alert this, Janet is having an affair with someone. It never explains who it is because always says the number is unknown. And, somebody comes to the door at the end and she shoots them. We think. But we don't know. I mean, she's just like, I thought you loved me first. And then she shoots whoever. I mean, I don't mean to give the movie away, but that's literally, it's a lot of talking. Be it funny, marginally funny talking, followed by, yeah. I mean, I think the issue I have with this movie is that I did like it visually. I actually like the simplicity of it, the fact that it's pretty much centered in like one room plus like a bathroom and a kitchen. And like I think the simplicity of that makes it good. I think having it in black and white kind of gave it a kind of 12 Angry Men kind of feel, which is cool, but I think ultimately this movie left me feeling a little hollow. It wasn't, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I think the irony is by showing by showing the pretty much what the ending was, but with a little less context, at the same context as the beginning, you know. And then basically Janet's husband is having an affair too. So basically they're both loveless marriage, they don't love each other, yada yada yada, you know. And Janet's a big mighty politician, and yeah, I mean, this is a classic example of what happens when you try to get too fancy with the ending, and then ultimately, depending on your perspective, you come away either frustrated, thought it was kind of artistically great, or just kind of ho hum. And I think it ruined a good movie for me. And I was pretty invested in this movie too. I mean, I was pretty into it, but the ending just it sucked. It was terrible, and I think when you try to get too fancy with an ending, it can make or break a movie, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And this I think broke this movie, and it went from probably being an A minus to something pretty damn good to being like a B minus, maybe a C to me. But I mean, I think I would recommend it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I think other movies have probably done it better, but um, I would recommend it. So yeah, I think that's about all I have, for right now. But I'm yeah, so I think tomorrow I'm probably going to be reviewing Unsane, which I'm pretty excited about. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. As always, thank you and bye bye.